Welcome back, pop stars. I'm Rizzo.
I'm Benji.
And we are watching the 5th episode of the 2nd season of Bridgerton.
An unthinkable fate. They set us up for a few unthinkable fates. We've got the Featheringtons, who are going to be broke and ancestrally married. Penelope, whose true love is still not seeing her, even though he has no other options. Kate and Edwina competing for the same man and don't realize it. And either he's going to marry one and break the other one's heart, or he's going to marry the other one and break the one's heart. And
or third option, a
thruple.
I don't know if you've noticed, we are 5 episodes in, and guess what? We still have had no sex yet.
I think that's why the pop stars went forward with this season.
I'm fine with it. I don't need sex. That's why we have Google.
Ready for my salad?
Where's my sex, Netflix?
I
Sex.
say he has sex with both of them and then decides.
What is he? The most recent bachelor? Fucking Clayton?
And I also was intimate with both of you.
If you've been enjoying these reactions, we do them every Wednesday and Saturday at 7 p.m. So be sure to like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications.
Check out Patreon for full reactions. Thank you to our current patrons.
Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, engage. Netflix, did you hear what we asked?
So we're gonna get sex dreams.
It's gonna get very heavy breath.
It's hot in here.
Yeah?
Don't look at us like that. Don't walk in slow motion. You walk at normal speed.
Michelle.
You keep your eyes on the wall.
What the fuck was that?
Did she see that like we did? The slow motion pinky reach?
Nothing could keep me from my beautiful bride.
If they got married,
Tell me of your wedding.
these
plan.
two, Kate and him,
There
would
is-
definitely end up having an affair.
There is no talk of a special license, I would hope.
Of course not, Your Majesty.
She's gonna hate the Bridgertons after this.
Yeah.
The Queen's gonna be like, I don't trust y'all for shit.
Except she's also gonna love them because she's like, y'all are drama. I'm obsessed.
I shall host the nuptials myself.
Oh, I like her wig this time.
That is most generous.
She's gonna host the
Most
nuptials.
generous.
But not at all necessary.
Nonsense.
Did you just say
She
no
is
to the
my
Queen?
diamond, after all. It is only right that I give you both a wedding worthy of that title.
Ooh. And maybe a ring worthy of the title, because this little pearl flower thing isn't doing it for me.
Can you believe it, Didi? It is like a fairy tale come true.
Is Didi a term of endearment that we are not familiar with? Let us know.
Matrimony. Once that
Tab.
is placed, it cannot easily
This
be
was from the preview. That let us know that we wanted to watch the season.
Yeah, they said, we're gonna have sex in this season.
Sure, Jan.
With all the hubbub about Prudence's engagement, my mama has rather forgotten I exist. Look at it.
She's the worst.
I said, who wants to fucking touch me?
The baker is still awaiting payment, as is apparently the coalman.
Had you thought to confide your plans, then I would not be considering dismissing the servants that I have just rehired.
That's true. She did ask you to include her.
That would be solved if you would simply call off the wedding and allow me to set my cap at Miss Cowper again.
And leave my poor Prudence jilted when her reputation has already been called into question. No, it is far too late.
Y'all could work on it. Nobody's marrying her anyways. You might as well just be comfortable by yourself.
Well, you better think fast.
Next time, let her in on the dealings.
You must be one of our new fellows.
Is it really so evident?
It's college time! I know it's not an actual college.
Let's get drunk! Kappa Alpha Kappa!
Hey,
Yeah.
none of that.
You're
You are a
painting.
portrait. This is art!
There is plenty of time to adjust it to your liking. The wedding is not for another month.
Will Miss Edwina be
quick.
coming to live with us?
Indeed.
So-
After the wedding, she shall be the lady of the house and responsible for you all.
May the Lord help her. Which reminds me, our
That's
carriage is not...
kind of unfair.
Yeah.
But I guess the mom has worked.
She's like, I'm ready to sit down.
We might be hosting everything at the palace, but we must still be ready to entertain here.
What of us, brother? Should we also be polished and braided for the big day?
Benedict, do you do anything?
He makes snarky comments. He's funny. It's not just because he's cute.
Eloise, I shall need your help today. I am sorry, Mama, but I am attending a lecture this afternoon.
What do you have to
Flower
do?
arranging.
Oh.
I'd rather die.
How long have you cared about flower arranging?
I'm an open-minded woman. I can care about many things.
See, he's fun. That's why he gives like such gay energy though, is because he's always like kind of off, kind of doing his own thing, but also just commenting on everything the family's doing.
Is it too much?
Oh, nothing is too much now that the Queen is hosting.
Let me show you the French tulle.
You could do better.
That's
boring.
part of it, right?
Whatever you said to the Viscount at Aubrey Hall, Didi, it clearly swayed him to declare himself.
I just breathed really heavily in his face.
Well, bestow it all the same.
It does work.
I am to set sail soon after you wed.
But you will return to visit, of course.
No, I won't.
Perhaps Lady Whistledown will report that I have been entrusted with our diamond wedding ensemble.
Lady Whistledown, now sponsored by the Modiste.
There's always more to be achieved.
This is why you don't let people in, man.
Skip ad. What?
Lord Bridgerton?
Yes.
Miss Sharma.
Lord Bridgerton and his guest are waiting.
I see that.
You're fired.
We're here to have Miss Edwina's betrothal ring altered to fit.
But my sister and my mother have not yet returned home.
Of course.
Is that cake?
It is indeed.
Lemon?
Might I offer you some refreshment,
Oh my God.
mister?
Tea, 3 spoons of sugar, and perhaps some sandwiches too, thank you.
Bitch.
I just came for the food. I don't even know who you are.
Don't heave your bosoms in his direction.
It's fine weather we're having, Miss Sharma, is it not?
There is nothing appropriate about what you are doing proceeding with this engagement.
On the contrary, I believe it is the most proper outcome for all.
Oh,
Someone
and
else
what
in
of
the room,
everything that
you
passed
guys.
between us at Aubrey Hall?
You guys,
Nothing passed between us. I'm a gentleman.
you keep saying that.
If anyone other than your sister discovered us in the library that night...
Nothing happened in that library.
God, thanks to your sister.
Do you and your sister happen to share gloves?
Yes, on occasion.
I can take the
You
measure
can
of a
size
hand
the
at 20
ring
paces.
to your finger.
We may use your finger to size the ring.
Oh, I beg your
That
pardon.
shan't be necessary.
Nonsense.
Well, put it on a finger.
Get down on your knees when you put it on. What? You don't have to reenact the whole thing, mutton chops.
it.
It is a beautiful piece.
Stop getting so
The ring
close.
my father gave to my mother.
Stop touching her god.
No self-control.
Stop. Anthony, no.
Lord Bridgerton? They came to alter the ring.
What the hell was all that?
It
Yeah.
appears to be stuck. Just another...
Okay.
There.
Lord and Lady Sheffield sent word they are in London.
Our grandparents.
I want to meet
Indeed,
them.
it seems they read the engagement announcement and wish to make your acquaintance.
Make your acquaintance? They haven't met their grandparents?
I shall invite them to the engagement dinner tomorrow. I'm sure it will be a most joyous reunion after all these years.
Guess it's been a while.
How could you invite the Sheffields to dinner when you know full well the pain my mother has suffered after their rejection of her?
Is this not the reconciliation you wished for? To reclaim the fortune you so desperately need?
Yes.
So this is just a show about poor people trying to get rich again.
Yeah.
I have to wonder if you might not secretly rejoice with the Viscount to break the engagement.
Why would you ever say such a thing?
Bitch, you know why.
You know exactly why.
Your sister gave her giddy acceptance. Only a very great scandal would be a stain from which the penniless Sharma family would never recover. Only a fool would jeopardize the marriage now. So I ask you,
Was that a warning or was that advice?
Miss Sharma, are you that fool? Are you a dummy?
No.
This is stressful.
Perhaps you would be so kind as to accompany me on a turn around the lake.
I'm rather tired.
She would be delighted.
Yeah.
I wish to apologize and throw myself at your mercy.
Uh-oh.
Very well, my lord.
All right, Anthony, don't get jealous.
He is all jelly belly.
Perhaps he will convince her to stay in England after all.
He's like, ew, no, gross. They're so...
She barely knows the
They're a
gentleman.
bad couple. I don't
did I
approve.
Miss Edwina, you must tell me your favorite colors so I may plan to incorporate them.
I'm
in
gonna
the
guess it's
ornamentation of
pink.
your engagement ball.
Pretty sure I haven't seen her in any other color.
Oh my god, Anthony, could you stop? This is stressful.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing so quick?
That's how you get a man. You laugh at his stupid jokes.
Anthony.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
The new Lord Featherington seems an interesting fellow.
He has ruby mines in America. They are flourishing, I hear.
Well, perhaps I should introduce myself. Everyone else is finding some purpose to their lives.
I want to be your purpose. Come on, Colin, jeez.
Here I am, feeding the ducks.
Oh.
Why don't you make a TikTok about your woes? Maybe you'll get really popular for doing shit all.
100,000 on YouTube, 2 million on TikTok. We got a modeling agency contract, and now we're in the New York Times.
You.
Me?
I told you, he's cute.
Exchange of ideas.
You know, they might only be friends, but either way, I could tell he was significant.
So you're an admirer of my work?
It is serviceable.
You're a long way from Mayfair for writings that are merely serviceable. What's your name?
Don't worry about it.
Eloise Bridgerton.
I'm Theo Sharp.
I know.
You know.
As I know, there are several errors in your arguments that I must bring to your attention. Have you a pencil?
Looks like we've got a Rose and Jack situation. Gonna slum it a little bit, you know? Dance below deck, learn to spit like a man. Hopefully he doesn't freeze in the end. Hopefully she'll scooch over and let him on the raft, you know?
There's a river just outside the home where I grew up. On hot days, I would sneak away to soak my feet.
Sounds idyllic.
Which is why I'm counting the days until I may return home.
Oh my God, Anthony. Has he just been staring?
Apparently, and apparently nobody's noticing.
The answer to our family's predicament will not be found disporting yourself in places of public resort.
You are supposed to be finding a way out of this mess, not drowning us even deeper in debt.
Keep your voice down. You're trying to ruin us all.
Not when you're already making such fine work of it yourself.
You know what? I work my ass off. I try to do everything I can to make everybody happy.
Stressful.
Yeah.
You are a feathering ton of stress. You see what I did there?
No, I didn't understand it, but I trust you.
That knot will never hold. It is perfectly adequate.
No, it is not.
And I must question your nautical skills, Dorset. Allow me.
All right, show off.
Mansplaining to another man.
Pardon me.
It's like mansplaining.
The fuck is this? Why did he just push him aside? What is happening?
Sean.
Walk out without him. Don't take that hand.
Knock it. They're gonna fall in the water, aren't they?
Oh, he is, because he comes out and his shirt's all wet and she...
Do they have to get married now? I don't know how these things work.
When two men get wet together, they must wed.
Refreshing indeed.
Why'd you have to take your shirt off?
Because this.
Come now, it is not proper to stare.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh. Did she catch that? Looks like she did.
What are you doing here?
I thought we were to walk, as we usually do.
My apologies, I'd quite forgotten.
Why?
Where were you?
I was forced to occupy my day with tedious wedding errands, which Mama has listed.
Are you wearing eyeliner?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ben, but I cannot stroll with you today.
Like, shall see you tomorrow then?
Of course.
See, that's a friend that knows how to read their friends.
Pardon me.
She's used to reading everybody.
Yeah, and nobody reading her.
I warned her. The streets of Bloomsbury aren't fit for a lady.
Wow, you're really not good at keeping a secret. She was clearly prying. She needs better help.
Fired.
Ah, Lord Featherington. Mr. Brooks here is just taking a look at some jewellery for me.
It is rare to see stones this fine.
I shall be in communication with you should I require anything further.
No cake, then?
Another time.
I mean, it's right there.
Quality counterfeits. If they're good enough to fool that nibbling owl of a man, then we may well make it through the season yet.
I'm important. I'm the mom. I deserve a little bit of respect.
Let us pray he's got a whole trunk of him, Mom. One bauble does not a fortune, mate.
Where can we get more fake jewelry? Walmart.
Claire's.
Oh, she's an artist too.
I declare, that's rather good.
I'm skilled at more than simply standing naked. Although two of the founding members are women, we are still not yet allowed to enter the classroom.
You work as a model as a way of learning from the lectures. Ingenious.
That is ingenious.
Care to take a turn? It is harder than it looks.
Well,
it's about to be.
I'm harder than I look.
What I really need is a study of the male form. The naked form.
All of it. It's like I've been to a few parties.
He's like, I don't care. You picked the right Bridgerton.
Yeah. Woo! Oh! All the way.
Sorry.
It's all right. We're getting married. It's fine. I'll see it later.
So calming.
Now, how does that work with no electricity?
Calming, yes. Nobody would blame you if you were to take sick, Mama.
My grandparents would blame me. Thus, me being nervous.
When was the last time you saw them? The night your dear father asked for my hand in marriage. Lord Sheffield made it clear in no uncertain terms that he did not support the match. So I had a choice to make. I had always hoped that you and Edwina would be spared the choice between affluence and love, and now you shall. Edwina is to wed her heart's desire, and you have always wanted nothing more than your freedom.
I mean, I appreciate you respecting that, but also, Mom, look at me. Come on. I love that necklace.
It is not that.
The jewelry is so on point here.
I have been watching you all week. You should be excited to wed Miss Edwina, but for all I have seen, you act as if you are approaching the gallows instead.
Why will you not accept?
that the love match between you and father was the exception, not the rule. I could never dishonor Miss Edwina by begging off now.
It's like the
You're
further you
right.
get, the worse it gets.
A gentleman cannot take back his word.
But an asshole can, and you are a capital A asshole.
If you have doubts, do not simply set them aside.
Mom pep talks are the best pep talks.
I dare say it would break your father's heart, too.
Well, Dad's dead, Mom. I take back what I just said.
Jeez, don't use it against me.
Ooh, that was a nice transition.
You seem distracted, Didi.
She's been distracted this entire time.
I have seen how ill at ease you are with the Viscount. I was hoping we had put all that behind us now
She
that
is
Anthony
really
is
just-
to be my husband.
Ugh,
He
seeing
has
what
asked
she
you to
wants
call
to
him by his
see.
given name. Do you think the Sheffields will like this dress? My stomach is in a knot. I'm so excited to meet them.
I'm so excited!
There's something I must tell you.
No.
Oh,
About your
now.
grandparents and how they've, in
Okay.
fact, influenced our trip.
Our
Ooh.
guests have
Not
arrived.
right for dinner.
Independence. Indeed, many would think it the better prize after passion cools. Who else is a woman left with
But
herself?
This is to mean herself, not me.
No.
She's not. It's not. I'm not asking for Kate's hand in marriage.
But you would.
Isn't she quite as lovely?
You must accompany us to the opera.
Hey,
we have a
it's
fine
Giles.
box, which is...
Librarian from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Her Majesty is kind to be so forgiving after everything that has happened.
No, we're all fine.
That's her
Oh,
mom.
yes, of course we
Yeah.
are. Even after our daughter so callously rejected the match we had found for her with 12,000 acres, any other young lady.
Danvers like 12,000 acres.
And all for what? A mere clerk, was he?
Oh my
and
gosh.
with a child from previous marriage with God knows who. My mother has a name.
Grandchildren. I have 2 daughters with whom you have had every opportunity to form a connection.
Let
But the
them
choice to shun
know.
us was yours alone.
Please,
When you cast me out, what you did was set me free. Free to raise my daughters far from your constant judgment and craven demands that...
There goes the money.
You speak of scorning riches,
Oh,
and
here
yet
it
you have
goes.
come crawling back to snatch at our fortune.
Lady Danbury is right. Perhaps we should...
nothing from you. Oh, you may not, but your daughter certainly does.
Mama?
She must marry a man of good English breeding
Wow.
to inherit.
What have you done?
Anthony, did you know about this?
What do you mean, what have you done?
Everything.
So she made the deal with the grandparents. The mom didn't know either?
I can only think that you have been exiled from good society because of your deficient manners. Since the moment you arrived, you have failed to show the proper respect for the Sharma family, and I will not stand for it. I will
declare-
not stand for it.
I'll shush you too, old man.
Lady Mary has done admirably in raising her daughters. They are intelligent, kind, loyal women.
And beautiful.
And a credit to both their parents. You may leave at once.
You cannot be serious.
Please be so kind as to send for Lord and Lady Sheffield's carriage. They can wait outside.
Well, that was the hottest thing he's done all season.
And do not trouble yourself waiting for an invitation for the wedding, for you shall not receive one.
She's like, wait, I just got my grandparents and lost them in 1 second, and now I'm horny for you, but...
And if you think you shall inherit a single sovereign now, you are sorely mistaken.
Oh, don't put that on her.
I mean, she's got Bridgerton money. She doesn't need y'all.
I know, but like, you could see the light go from her eyes.
Yeah.
She thought, grandparents.
She was like,
grandparents.
My lord.
Good evening.
okay, well, I mean, if you're gonna cut off her connection to her family, don't leave her too.
Oh, so the mom didn't know.
The mom didn't know either.
Sister didn't know, obviously.
I beg a word.
Talking about
You
keeping
must be going.
secrets.
Mother, I shall meet you at the house.
Y'all know fuck or something?
No, not yet.
You must know Edwina is
Alone
innocent
again.
of this. She had no idea.
You have made this match impossible.
But I am leaving for India.
And it is not far enough. I am a gentleman.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
My father raised me to act with honor, but that honor is hanging by a thread that grows more precarious with every moment I spend in your presence.
Back up. Looks like she's stepping closer.
You are the bane of my existence.
And the only reason for it?
And the object of all my desires. Do you even know all
The door is open.
a lady can be seduced?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Things I could
Stop it.
To be plagued by these feelings.
I'm so stressed out.
Yeah.
Hiding from my sister.
Please close the door.
Here goes. Oh. Don't shake your head at me.
The fuck?
Bitch.
I spent every day of my marriage wanting you, dreaming of you,
Burning for you.
dreading the day when my last thread of honor finally snaps.
He said what?
Basically saying I will dream until I can't.
Until I can't take it anymore, and then we have an affair. Like, yeah, he said it.
You said that. How do you call back then? Called it.
Jeez.
I don't know if you saw what I was doing.
I definitely gathered all of that.
I wish to be at a ball, showing off my new fiancé.
Your cousin.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to correct that for you.
Are you certain we've not received any invitations you may have overlooked?
No, Mom. There's been
Everyone
nothing.
hates you.
Perhaps the circumstances of Prudence's engagement has us on the outs yet again. We should merely be happy we still have a cook and a lady's maid each, yes, Mamma?
I will punch you.
We are meant to be a distinguished family. I have suffered the indignities of the Ton's disdain for one reason or another.
Why does everything have to be that Chris is such a bitch and an ass?
All the more reason to end this sham of an engagement.
It is not an option.
It needs to be.
Lord Cowper, what business did he have with you?
He wishes to invest in the mines.
Take it.
There you
Mines
go.
are worthless.
Our fortunes will be restored. Prudence shall indeed have a fine wedding, and I shall never have to suffer the disdain of the Ton again.
Until they find out. You're setting yourself up.
You know what? She's just like Gromit, just like constantly putting the train tracks in front of her.
Ever. Since the Viscount has been courting me, I have sensed you were not being entirely truthful. And now I know I was right.
Why didn't you ask?
She did. She said something ails you. She
I
tried.
guess. I guess.
I wrote to the Sheffields, and after learning of their stipulations, I saw an answer.
She sounds a lot like Anthony.
If Lord Bridgerton does not wish to end our engagement,
He does.
then the Sheffield fortune would not matter, would it?
Ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke nigga.
Get the fuck out of here! He is as generous as he is wealthy.
Oh my god.
I'm sure the Viscount will provide for you and Mama too.
Oh my god, this is so stressful.
He won't. But you know what? You're on the right train of thought. How about this? I marry the Viscount.
This should not be your burden.
What burden would it be to marry the person I love?
You love him.
Watching how nobly he defended us at dinner tonight, how could I not?
Yeah, that was hot.
But he will have to forgive us. Do you think he will?
He might forgive me if I agree to marry him.
This has gotten so out of hand. Oh my god.
I have questions about the writings in this pamphlet.
The ideas can tax a fragile mind.
Or perhaps your means of communicating them leaves much to be desired.
Perhaps you have not seen enough of the world to make sense of them yet.
Eloise, you need to stop criticizing other people and just do things. You know, you've got the money and the means.
But she can't, though, because she's not only a woman, but she's, like, still really young.
So is Penelope. Eloise just be sitting around and be like, if I was that bitch, I'd do something different. Then do something different. No.
I don't want to. Uh-oh.
Duty
Oh, my
to
goodness.
rank and
Who's this?
fidelity
Oh.
to
This
one's
is
family name.
my husband cheating on me.
Demands both utter obedience and total sacrifice.
Well, now I gotta mute that.
Yeah.
I mean, blur that.
But what happens when such duty is in conflict?
I don't know why it looked like they weren't about to jump that.
Same.
Why then there is the potential for a considerable
Back in the
scandal
tub.
indeed. Or is it already too late to turn back to duty and away from desire?
Dun, 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 dun.
And I'm here to remind you.
What song is this?
Yeah, hard enough.
God!
I see you continue here with your morning ride.
Are you gonna finally have sex?
No,
It's been
they're
5
not having
episodes.
sex. This is not what this is.
Once the engagement is over, our paths need never cross again.
Yeah, but like we're screwed at that point.
It
So
will be as if we had never met.
yeah, but like we're screwed at that point.
And it
So
won't be as if we never met.
You have been against this union from the
I
start.
was wrong! I will not be the cause of you losing your honor, any more than I can stand to see Edwina in pain. Please, Lord Bridgerton. Anthony, you
he's like,
must
oh,
keep
say
your
my
word.
name again.
And soon enough it will be as if we never felt it at all. It must, because it has to.
I know it will. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
I shall see that the wedding shall take place as soon as possible.
Kevin, no!
I mean, he's been good at being a gentleman so far.
Is he though?
Yeah, but like you said, one day it's gonna snap.
I mean, she's like, yo, I'll leave y'all alone, and then only comes like a couple times a year to visit for like a week at a time. They'll be fine.
And
As
what are they
long as
gonna
they're
do
not
during
alone
those
together.
weeks?
They're just don't be alone together.
Damn. Man, Edwina, why'd you have to say you loved him?
I mean, she obviously did. She didn't have to say it. There were a lot of feelings.
There was a lot of unthinkable things happening there. Oh. I know some people don't seem to care, but like, I care about Edwina's feelings.
She's about to get hurt, and that's really scary. I don't want her to get hurt.
Ah, stress, man.
Stress. I need to see some resolution.
I need to see some sex.
Well, probably the last episode will just be sex.
It'll just be like, this is what you want, right? This is what you want, right?
This is the sex episode
This is
for
what you wanted, huh?
I look like you're just bouncing in your seat.
All right, well, I'm enjoying it. It's a different show. Well, it's the same show as the first one, but it's different.
It's a slower build. I feel like we have more going on outside of their storyline.
I've seen some people say the Featherington story is like, she's interesting. I'm always intrigued by how, I didn't say I like her,
but the levels she'll go to kind of maintain herself is interesting to see.
And if you're enjoying it, remember to like, comment, because we read your comments.
Subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, check out Patreon for full reactions.
Yes.
Say hello to our patrons.
Thank you, patrons. You have ensured our futures that we don't have to marry each other off. What are you doing? They're going up.
Yeah, I know. I was.
Oh, okay.
I would still like to be married off.
Well, patrons, if one of you can marry off Benji and give him a dowry, he wants a Bridgerton.
Find me a Bridgerton.
Colin.
Bring him to me. No. Colin's not for me, but I know y'all like him. Some of y'all like him. It's Benedict, man.
Because Ben wants some dick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just came up with that.
Enough jokes, okay? You've been a dick lately.
Oh, but you just...
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right. These come out every Wednesday and Saturday. So until next time, I'm Rizzo.
I'm Benji.
Sweet dreams, pop stars.
Keep watching. Look here, Netflix. You know what time it is. We're trying to chill. And Netflix, where's my sex?
You see what time it is? It's bone o'clock. The dial's all the way up, if you know what I'm saying.
All of you can off and go think of something else to talk about. You guys can do anything you want, and it's okay, and I'm supposed to accept it all. And I'm gonna do the same thing for him. So stop judging me.